Hi loves, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good, and if you're not, I hope that you will. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time. Welcome back if this isn't your first time. Either way, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to this video. As you can see, today we're going to be doing a tarot reading for the full moon in Taurus of October 31st, 2020. So, first of all, hi, I'm so happy I'm able to film my videos now, so these are a bit more interactive. I think this is going to be more fun for both you and me, so I'm excited. Let me know how you enjoy it, if you like it. So this is how all of my videos are going to be moving on. So, yes, so this full moon on October 31st. So yes, this is on Halloween. So happy Halloween if you celebrate it. And this is the second full moon of the month because we have two full moons this month. We had two full moons this month. The first one was on October 1st in Aries, and now we have another one. So when we have two full moons in the same month, the second moon is called the blue moon. So this is your blue moon reading, you guys. This full moon is happening at 8 degrees Taurus, so this is gonna affect you, especially if you have planets close to 8 degrees Taurus, or also the other fixed signs at so close to 8 degrees Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. If you have any planets close to that, you're probably gonna feel this full moon a little bit more, but this reading is truly for everyone, so keep watching. So this full moon is also happening conjunct the planet Uranus, actually. So, and Uranus and Taurus are kind of interesting mixes because Uranus is a very avant-garde, progressive planet, while Taurus is kind of like the slowest moving, most conservative and traditional and grounded sign. So we have an interesting mix here. This is a great, this full moon is going to be a great moment for you to manifest some stability within yourself and as well as more externally, and also to kind of get a hold onto your finances or manifest that kind of material abundance. With this conjunction to Uranus is really unpredictable, so sudden changes, sudden things might happen in areas and themes of your life that are ruled by the house where Taurus is in your chart, and also just Taurus themes in general. So look that up if that's interesting to you. So yeah, so you might have really sudden information coming in. The whole thing about Uranus transits is that we never really know what's going to happen because, as I said, the nature of Uranus is unpredictable. So I don't want you to be panicking and being super paranoid that anything can happen. You know, I don't want you to be in that way. Just carry on with your life. But, you know, stay aware and stay open to receiving new abundance and new messages, because who knows what can come in. So I do personal tarot and astrology readings. If you're interested, you can follow me on my Instagram or email me. All of that information will be in the description box down below. I do want to say also this is a general reading, so if you clicked on this reading, if you felt drawn to it, there's definitely a message for you here, but it might not be the entire reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, because there's really no point in forcing things out if you feel like there's something that I say that doesn't really apply to your situation or you don't really relate to it. Just let it go and don't overthink it. Alright, so I think I said everything that I wanted to say. I'm gonna start shuffling the cards. This is kind of weird because I'm used to like doing audio recordings and then stopping after the intro and then shuffling off while not recording, I mean. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Moonology Oracle. We're gonna pull cards for 3 different things. Okay, so the first question we're going to ask is, What is one thing that we as a collective, you as a collective, need to forgive and let go of? What is one thing that needs to be forgiven and let go of? Okay, I'm gonna keep one, but what is this full moon showing the collective? What is this full moon showing the collective? Okay, I got 2 cards, so I'm going to keep them. And finally, what comes next? All right. So for what needs to be released and forgiven, we have full moon in Aquarius, and it says, show the world the real you. Hopefully it focuses. Do you see it backwards? Yeah, I think you do. Sorry about that. For what is this full moon showing me? We have disseminating moon, take time to breathe out, as well as new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Good news, you guys. And finally, for what comes next, we have new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pull some tarot from the Star Child Tarot to clarify each of these cards. Oh, I forgot to show you. At the bottom of the deck, we have first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some tarot. Spirit, can you clarify the full moon in Aquarius? Can you clarify the full moon? Okay. Can you clarify the disseminating moon and the new moon in Taurus? Can you clarify the disseminating moon and new moon in Taurus? Okay, oh my gosh. They fell on the floor. This one I'm gonna keep. Hold on. What should I keep? What should I keep? This one and this one. Okay. And finally, can you clarify the new moon in Libra, please? Can you clarify the new moon in Libra? Interesting. Okay. So, clarifying the full moon in Aquarius, we have the Eight of Swords, as well as Awakening, which is the Judgment card. Clarifying the disseminating moon and the new moon in Taurus, we have Oppression, which is the Devil card. We have the Five of Wands in reverse, and we have the Nine of Wands in reverse as well. And finally, clarifying the new moon in Libra, we have the Emperor. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Crystals, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So, okay, I was thinking, I took another deck that I wanted to pull from in this reading, and I thought at first I would pull a card at the end, but I kind of feel like I want to pull it now and that I should pull it now. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we're going to get into the interpretation of the cards. So this is the Work Your Light Oracle. And with this deck, I just wanted to ask, what is one thing that Spirit wants the collective to know during this full moon? What is one thing that Spirit wants the collective to know? What is one thing that the collective should know? Okay, I'm gonna take these. Got a lot of cards. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I feel like I got 3 cards. I feel like they're kind of clarifying every section. Hold on. Okay. So the first card we have is Trust Your Path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? An interesting question to ask yourself. Oops, sorry about my big arm. The second card is Inner Temple, Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. And the last card is No. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. All right. So let me take a good look at this. I have a very pretty spread right here. So the first thing I'm getting with, we're going to start with the full moon in Aquarius and, the side of like the reading that is about what do you need to let go and forgive. So I feel like with this show the world the real you, and then the Eight of Swords, the Awakening, and then also like the Trust Your Path card. I feel like this says trust your path, but I feel like that's not what you've been doing recently, or that's something that has been really challenging for you to trust your path. And I feel like you might have felt misunderstood, but I'm also seeing that you might have not really expressed your truth to people around you. So maybe you kind of felt like you wanted people to see you for the true you, but the thing is you weren't necessarily showing them or telling them, so they couldn't really react to that. And I feel like you've been kind of like angry or disappointed in some people close to you because of that. or you kind of feel, maybe even for some of you, like resentment has been building. But the truth is, like, you've not really exposed yourself or put yourself out there for people to see. And so that's also on you, because I feel like you have this wound of being scared to be authentic and to be truly yourself in this world. And I think, I mean, this might be different for every person, but I'm hearing the media. So maybe some of you kind of grew up like consuming a lot of media, and like in all those TV shows and movies, you saw like archetypes of people acting and being a certain way, and you kind of felt like, and, you know, all of this happens unconsciously when we're super young, but it kind of felt like you had to choose one of those molds to fit yourself in, to be able to live in this society without being marginalized, and live in this society while being accepted and being seen and loved. And, you know, a lot of us go through something like this, you know, in many different shapes and forms, and in situations in different ways. But, you know, because the thing is, you don't have to be explicitly told that your true self is not acceptable or not likable to kind of integrate that message unconsciously. So, yeah. And I feel like recently, you know, I mean, recently, that can be kind of vague. That's also going to be different for every person. But more recently, you've kind of, maybe you were at a place in your life where you felt, yeah, like you were kind of stuck, or you just felt so tired to pretend to be someone you're not, and you just kind of couldn't do it anymore. I feel like you even got to a point where you didn't even know who you were. Like, you kind of played this role for like many years, and you actually believed it yourself that that was who you were, but it actually wasn't, because you weren't being authentic. You weren't doing, you know, when you were making decisions and acting in a way that you were acting, or talking the way you were talking, you weren't doing it for yourself. So it wasn't really who you were and who you are. I feel like you've made that kind of conscious more recently, and you've kind of been like, damn, like, I really spent this whole time not being me. Oh my God, when I could have been me. And that realization can be really painful. And we can be sad, we can be angry, you know, towards ourselves, towards the world who made us understand this message, you know, maybe towards our family, if we feel like that belief came from them. We can have all sorts of different feelings, and all of these are valid, and it's okay to feel them. But it's also like, you shouldn't hold on to them when it's not necessary anymore. You can't find peace if you're acting from a space of anger and of resentment. So, and I feel like some of you've kind of made this conscious that, like, okay, I want to be more authentic, I want to be more me, or I want to get to know myself and learn who I truly am. But I feel like you don't know where to start. You don't know how to do that. And that's very understandable. Because, you know, the Eight of Swords is about kind of, well, the illustration is a bit different on this one, but yeah. She's kind of like in a desert. To me, that's what it looks like. And she has these swords around her, so she knows she has enemies and things that can hurt around her, but she's just, you know, how do you say that? Walking in a land full of mine. What is it? Like, you don't know in which direction to go, because you feel like you might step on on a bomb or something. There's an expression for that. I can't remember it exactly. But because you feel blind and you feel blocked and you feel stopped, but the truth is that you're doing that to yourself because you're so scared. Because you're like, I want to be more myself more, but you don't realize how scared you are of doing that and how difficult it is for you, how challenging it is for you. So you're saying that in your heart, in your little heart, you're like, yes, okay, I believe it, I want to be it. But the way you're showing up in the world, you're not doing that concretely. And that's why people haven't been reacting to it and answering to it, because they can't see it. Okay? So, but you've had this really big awakening. Maybe some of you have reconnected with qualities that you had, or character traits that you had when you were a child, or talents and passions and hobbies that you had when you were a child that you kind of left behind because you felt like it wasn't acceptable, or because you felt like it didn't match with the role that you started playing. And I feel you're reconnecting with that, and that's very healing for you, and you really love that. And maybe for some of you, I'm actually seeing that some of you, it's some sort of emotional and psychic sensitivity or psychic gifts and abilities, imagination, creativity, like doing art, things like that, getting psychic messages, getting very vivid dreams. I see some of you have been like writing in a dream journal and actually analyzing and putting your dreams on paper. That's really good. That's really good. But yeah, like, you really just need to trust your path. Like, it is scary, and we can think, I can't tell you exactly what you need to do, because it's going to be different for everyone and it's complex, but you can take steps little by little in expressing your truth. And you can think about it for a long time, you can ruminate on it for a long time, you can reflect on it for a really long time, but at one point you can't really do it halfway. You just kind of have to do it and put yourself out there. And I know that's scary, but there's no other way. Okay, what you're seeking is outside of your comfort zone. That's the saying that I saw one day, and I was like, wow, that really spoke to me. And I feel like this is true for everyone, especially in this reading, in this situation. Okay, of course it's going to challenge you. Of course it's going to be difficult. But it can be so rewarding at the end. Okay? And yeah, maybe if you become more authentic, maybe some people aren't going to react to it positively because they liked the you that was playing a role. Okay? But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have done or said what you said that was more authentic to you, okay? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be doing this process. There might be some people that you need to let go of if they don't accept and appreciate the actual you, because those are not the kind of people that you want in your life. Okay. So for what is this full moon showing me? So I do just want to say quickly, like, I feel this is Spirit really telling you, like, you need to take a break right now. I feel like you guys have been working really hard. Or, I'm hearing exercising too much for some of you. Or moving too much, or just putting too much on your plate, having too many things to do in a day. You guys have really been, like, working a lot, and, it was really good. You were doing really great, and you were really productive, and that's really great. But it's also been really tiring you, and it's time for you to take a break, because you cannot be on that rhythm all the time. Okay? So take some time for some self-care routines if you want. Just put less things on your to-do list. Be more forgiving of yourself, and if you find yourself not accomplishing everything that you wanted to accomplish in a day, or needing to take more breaks, or if you feel tired, just take a break. Just allow yourself to do that. And if you feel like you notice yourself being a little less productive than before, just be forgiving of yourself, because we can, our energies are always fluctuating. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. We need to accept that and welcome that. With this human and Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. These are just really great news. I do want to say that for some of you it is money, but for some of you it's also emotional prosperity. For some of you it's both. Okay, prosperity can be so many different things. It doesn't have to be money, although it can be. So I feel like this full moon is going to be a really great time to manifest what you want. If that's money, if that's I don't know, some new, I'm hearing furniture you want to purchase, or like new things for your house, or being able to afford a better apartment or a better place. Some of you, I'm hearing friends, like just friends in general. So, and friends that are going to, accept and appreciate the real you, or just in general, more heartfelt, honest, and equal connections with people in general in your life. I do feel like that's something that many of you want. And especially if, by expressing yourself more authentically, you kind of lose a couple of people. You really want to, not to fill the void, but, because if you're truly aligned with yourself, yes, it might be difficult to let those people go, but you're going to know it's for the best and you're going to be okay with it in the end. But so not to fill a void, but just to be able to have that support system, which is something that we all need. Like, humans are social animals. We're not meant to be alone and live alone. With the suppression card, with the picture on it, I feel like, with this prosperity lies ahead card, I feel like some of you, like, how do I want to hold this? I feel like some of you have been desiring the things that I've said, or, I'm seeing this, especially money, like you've been desiring more money, but I feel like you don't feel worthy of it, or you don't feel like you deserve it, or you feel like you need to have, or you feel like, there's a lot of people, they think that they need to do something really extraordinary to deserve extra money. If they're already able to pay rent and pay for food and pay like their necessities, they feel like they need to do something extraordinary or work like 50 hours a week or 60 hours, whatever. They need to be pushing themselves so much to be able to be worthy of more, and that is not true. So yes, this is going to be a great time for you to manifest some money and some material comfort and abundance that is going to be new and coming in. But for it to work, you truly need to believe deep down in your core that you're worthy of it, okay? You can tell yourself some affirmations relating to that if you want to. You can say, I'm, whether in your head or out loud, I am deserving of abundance. And you can also make your own affirmations. This is just the one that came to my mind right now. Okay. This Nine of Wands card is really kind of telling me the same thing that this card was telling me, that you've been, hustling, thriving, all of that stuff, and working really, not only really hard, but also really fast and really efficiently. And that has been great. But also it's in reverse. So you're not there anymore, and this isn't necessarily like, our energies always shift and fluctuate, as I said already. And you know, there's going to be periods of time where we feel we have more energy and we're more productive, and there's going to be other periods of time where we don't feel like that. And that doesn't have to be caused by like a specific thing or a specific reason or a specific event that happens to us. It's just how our bodies and our spirits work. Okay, so I feel like in your mind you feel like you're still in that place, and you're still like being super ambitious, and super driven with what you want and what you're going for. But the truth is, like, your body and your spirit and your emotional body are not really in that mood anymore. So you're kind of setting yourself up for guilt that you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve, and for not being able to fully achieve what you want to achieve. Okay? So just adjust your goals. Like, and you can really go small. Like, it's so much better to, like, whether that's, you know, small short-term goals, just like what I want to do today, or like long-term, where I want to be in my life in like this amount of months or whatever. It's so much better to set yourself really small objectives and really small goals that you're 100% sure that you can achieve, than to just put everything that you would wish in the best scenario would happen, and then not being sure that you can achieve that. Because in the first scenario, you're sure you can achieve what you want to achieve. So you can only be happy about that. You can only be satisfied. You can only be positively satisfied. And then maybe you can achieve more, and that's even more amazing, and you're super happy about that. Well, the second scenario, you're more likely than not going to achieve everything, which is completely normal. And then you're just going to be disappointed, and you're not going to be, or, you know, it's going to be harder to actually be grateful and happy with the things that you did achieve, because you're so focused on the things that you didn't achieve, and you didn't do, and you didn't complete, and you didn't do the way that you wanted to. All right? So with this Inner Temple card and this Five of Wands card, I'm putting it upright just so you can see it properly. I feel like you need to find peace within yourself, is what these cards are telling me. You need to find a safe space within yourself. You need to create that self space for yourself, both outwardly, so in your house, in your room, whatever, and within yourself. So, you know, I notice like the positions of the people on the cards. You know, I feel like you should start meditating or doing, you know, conscious breathing, or maybe some yoga, or whatever it is. Okay, there's many different things that it can be, but you need to kind of set up yourself a little routine, or do like these little kind of rituals for yourself, because I feel like you need something external, or you need someone else to be able to make you feel at peace and to be able to feel more grounded. And that's not true. It's not true. You can also, you know, of course other people can help, but you can also find that within yourself. Okay? All right, so we have interesting cards to finish with. Let me remind you, we have a new romantic cycle begins. We have the Emperor. And we also have No. So these might seem kind of contradictory messages, and that's what I thought at first. There's always a message here that makes sense. So I do see, you know, obviously for some of you, you're going to meet someone new. I can't really tell you when exactly. I'm hearing within the next 6 months. okay? You're going to meet someone new, or, you know, you're going to maybe go on dating apps, or you're just going to be talking to people in a romantic setting, to new people, okay? If you have someone from your past you're thinking about, it's not going to be them. You're going to meet a new person or new people that you're going to like, you're going to get along with, and, you know, there might be some potential for a relationship or for something more, whatever it is that you want. You know, you're going to be able to kind of, I'm saying that you're going to be able to kind of form a romantic connection that you haven't had in a long time, or that you've maybe never had that in, like, not in that way, at least. I'm not necessarily, I mean, yeah. Because I feel like you're wondering, you know, oh, not in that way, like in a good way or in a bad way. But I feel like it's kind of mixed. To me, I'm hearing that it just really means that it's going to be different from the past, if you've had past experiences. It's going to feel very different. With this Emperor card and this Snow card, I feel like maybe you guys in your past relationships, and maybe this is why this one is going to be different, maybe you guys are kind of more complacent, and you're more compromising, and you're more, I don't want to, wait. Yeah, you're just, because, I mean, I don't want to say submissive, but that's kind of the only word that I'm getting. You kind of compromise with the person, and sometimes you do things to accommodate and please your partner, and then you end up not respecting yourself and your needs. I'm seeing that this is something that has happened for you in the past, and I'm seeing you're gonna be challenged with this, okay? I feel like because, and me, you know, maybe that's why I said, like, it's gonna be different, but maybe not all better. Everything's gonna be better necessarily, because I feel like, you know, when we try to change a pattern that we've noticed in our lives, or go on a different path, or we change who we are or how we express ourselves, we're going to meet different kind of relationships. And sometimes, you know, when we try to heal a pattern, we try to heal something, we get really challenged by life and by the universe, okay? We get thrown in a situation, I mean, we always have free will, you can always walk out of that situation, but typically we get thrown into situations where some things will remind us of the past occurrences, and some things will kind of trigger our past wounds, and it's really kind of a test of, like, have you truly moved on? You're really being tested because the universe is watching how you react, okay? Because you're really gonna have to stand your ground. There's gonna be things, and, you know, I'm not getting, you know, the end result of this. I don't know if you're actually going to end up with this person or not, but either way, it's going to make you learn something. It's going to make you level up, okay? You're going to have to say no to some things, and you're not really used to that. You're going to have to, sometimes maybe this person is going to want to take things more seriously really quickly, and you're going to have to say no to that. You're going to have to respect your own rhythm and postpone and pause and say no and wait, okay? You should also, you know, when someone asks you questions, or is like, do you want to see each other this day or this day, whatever, I'm saying that you should not be impulsive in your response, and actually take the time to think about it, to truly be able to think about, is that what I really want? What do I really want right now? Do I feel ready for that? Do I really like this person? Take the time to ask yourself those questions. And always remember, and, you know, even if you feel pressed, even if you feel rushed or stressed, the right person will always respect your rhythm and always respect you in that way, okay? If this person is always pushing you to go faster, that's not healthy. So you should tell them that. that you don't feel respected and you don't like that. And if they still don't respect that, they're not the right person for you, okay? So be careful with that. And with this Emperor, I feel like you're also, yeah. Okay, so there's kind of two different situations I'm seeing. For some of you, the other person's going to be really initiative and really impulsive and really quick and really kind of intense. And you're going to have to be like, whoa, hold on, and really put strong boundaries and express how you really feel. And if they do something that you don't like, really express that. And for some of you, they're going to be really, it's kind of going to be the opposite. They're going to be really passive. And you're going to have to be the one who calls the shot. You're going to have to ask them out. You're going to have to tell them you like them. You're going to have to make the moves. You're going to have to text them first. Okay? And I'm seeing that this for those of you that this is the scenario for you, you're not used to that. And that actually makes you uncomfortable. You don't like it. I'm even seeing that for some of you, you're like, oh, I don't like that kind of person, that kind of man or woman or person. Like, I'm not going to be attracted to them. Like, ugh. I like someone who's like enterprising and makes the first moves. But I feel like you're going to be somewhat attracted to this person. So you're going to want to try it out. Anyway. And, if you do end up, eventually in a relationship or taking things more seriously with this person, then obviously you need to reach a certain balance of things where you don't have to feel like you're carrying that burden all the time. But at the beginning, you might kind of be challenged to do that and act in a way that's just outside of your comfort zone. Like, again, what you desire is outside of your comfort zone. But at the same time, it should feel right. And it shouldn't feel possible. And it shouldn't feel like triggering. It shouldn't, it should feel right. You should feel good with this person when you're spending time with them. All right, you guys. So this is the reading I received for you today. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like this video, comment down below to tell me how this applied to your personal situation. I would love to hear it. And subscribe to my channel because I already have other videos on my channel and I'm going to have more coming soon. Notably, I'm going to have some zodiac predictions for every zodiac sign that I want to record for the month of November. So stick around for that if you're interested. As I said, I do personal tarot and astrology readings. So if you're interested, you can follow me on my Instagram or email me. All of that information will be down below. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I was so happy to deliver this reading to you today. And I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.